Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin breakdown and also a cryptocurrency show. We're going to be breaking down the markets here. I don't think my microphone is straight, but we'll be breaking down the markets here from a micro and a macro perspective, looking at some very interesting indicators, some very interesting key levels that we need to be looking out for, and of course, we're going to be breaking down these charts and finding some trades that we can be executing. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, all that good stuff, but yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. Now, talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame to start us off here, you can see pretty blatantly that we do have a falling parallel channel. Falling parallel channels, very simply, they break to the upside, a nice 4.14% there on the cards to be taken. Obviously, you know the score. We're not going to be blindly going for this measure move here. Something along the lines of that. We're not going to blindly be going for that. We're going to be staggering our take profits as we go up here at key levels of resistance, essentially, because you know the score. If we get into a position, right, and the chances of this actually playing out is pretty much 3 to 1. It's 3 to 1 chance. Okay, so it's 3 to 1 chance that this measure move will play out. So we need to basically accommodate the risk factor there as well. And what that means is we need to be staggering our take profits all the way up this this measure move here, taking 25% equity out every single time that we hit a take profit. Once we hit our first take profit, we take our stop loss, move our stop loss to our entry point. Okay, so that basically puts you in a risk-free position. Very good stuff. And I see LR in the chat saying, "Hi Chester, it's been a while." Yeah, it's been a few days, right? Yeah, and hopefully you had a good time away with your family. Hopefully that was really, really nice. And yeah, lovely to see you on the stream. And Dimuth as well, nice to see you on the stream as well, saying first. Good stuff. And guys, if you are enjoying the stream or you do like the channel, make sure you hit that like button. It does help us out tremendously. So this is what we're sort of looking out for here on the short-term time frame, without really going into any depths of indicator knowledge just yet. Very basic TA. So this is sort of the breakout scenario that a lot of people will be looking out for here. Now, jumping to the RSI, you can see we did have a bullish divergence coming through just towards the start of yesterday here, 11 p.m. yesterday. I guess am I Bangkok time? Probably. No, I'm not. I'm UTC +1 today. Okay, so yeah, so you can see this, this was yesterday, a nice bullish divergence. That tends to usually mean bullish momentum to the upside. What have we seen? We saw a really, really nice move for Bitcoin from 60,600 all the way up now to around 63K. So really looking quite progressive here for Bitcoin. But again, it's still in a micro downtrend, guys. We can't really just be getting too excited about this just yet. Key levels to really be looking out for here is going to be that horizontal I just put in there. And purely because you can see the levels of support here are usually, not quite so much there, usually quite strong. Okay, we're seeing nice momentum from this zone to the upside, and the fact that we have just cleared this zone with quite a lot of momentum yet again, and we're finding support on that, does give us that sort of a bullish inclination that we're going to have at least some sort of breakout move here. Okay, the breakout move from this chart pattern, again, as I said, worth 4%. What we're sort of looking for here is probably a candle body close here. Let's break this down. So candle body closes. Let's put horizontal in there, because if you look at the average candle body closes here on the hourly time frame here for Bitcoin, all these candle body closes above this area, above that horizontal, they all seem to have a nice move essentially. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the average of all of them and find out how and where our first TP could essentially be. Okay, so in terms of candle body close, TP hit. Okay, candle body close, didn't get there. Okay, so it's basically nil-nil at the moment. Now we've got another candle body close here, smashing TP1, candle body close, smashing TP1, candle body close, TP1, candle body close, TP1, candle body close, came down a bit to around 62.7, so we can use that data, candle body close to the top side. So basically what we're going to be saying here, guys, is pretty much every single time we get a candle body close within this range, okay, this range, and that range is 63,400 all the way down to around 63,100, we basically usually see a nice move to the upside. Okay, so sort of the entry point that we're looking out for now, I mean, you can see we pretty much nearly had it already. So what I would be saying here for a long position here for Bitcoin is not, I mean, it's going to happen in the next 2 minutes essentially, which is a bit annoying because I am streaming and I would like to enter this. Hey ho, is what it is. So you can see here that I haven't really checked out the charts that much today anyway, so that's why I missed this. But it's going to be a small move to the first TP. But yeah, around 0.46% there. So don't over leverage yourself, because then the fees are going to be more than the money you're going to make here. And again, guys, this is TP1. Okay, so you take 25% of your equity out here, and then you take 25% of your equity out at another crucial level of resistance. Okay, and that's clearly going to be massive resistance here. Coming up, testing it a little bit there, testing it there, testing it there, and testing it there as well. So usually that would be a very clean TP2 there. So you're basically taking 50% of your position out at 0.75% profit. Good stuff. And then you can probably basically just let the rest of it run and hit TPs as you are heading up to that final 4% there. But yeah, overall does look like quite a nice clean micro scalp here on the hourly time frame, up to around 63.4 from around 63.1. Okay, so that'd be the micro time frame analysis for you guys. Can look at a few more things: MAs, volume weighted ATR bands. You can look at the volume weighted moving average Fibonacci levels. I do love this indicator, and you can see actually we have just cleared that central zone, which is confirmation of the reversal of the trend, of the downtrend. Okay, so confirmation that we're going to see some more upside. So that's another bullish thing that we can be looking out for there as well. And what else can we be looking out for there? We're going to have quite a chilled stream today, I think. Nothing too crazy. Volume weighted ATR bands, interesting stuff. They are actually in a very, very crucial area. We've got the 5 minute in a very strong, aggressive progressionary stance there. And that's completely explained here because, not explained, expected, because we have seen the price of Bitcoin absolutely explode to the upside from 60,000 all the way up to 63, right? In quite a parabolic stance here. So that essentially means when that happens, obviously the volume weighted ATR band will follow suit if it is sort of tied into that time frame. Now the one that was slightly lagging here and is still slightly lagging is the 15-minute volume weighted ATR band. That's why we are seeing a bit of resistance here at this current point, which is not too bad, because you can see again this is slowly turning progressionary. When that does follow suit for the 5 minute, then it's very likely that we will basically ride that up and see nice waves to the upside here for BTC. So overall is looking quite bullish. We're just in a little bit of a micro consolidation period here for Bitcoin. And again, this resistance point on the top side of this this current chart pattern, it's actually not that strong. We haven't seen that much momentum to the downside from this zone. So we're talking 63.3 down to around 62.6. Okay, so the rejection in terms of the resistance, the momentum resistance here, doesn't seem to be that strong here for Bitcoin from this trend line. Okay, so it does give us another sign that this is potentially going to break to the upside. Okay, I do want to look at the quantum insight quickly here for Bitcoin. Yeah, just having a look at render here, guys, as well, because that's been doing really, really well recently. We've just been having a really, really nice steady uptrend. Okay, so have been trading that a little bit off the volume weighted ATR bands. I got into a nice little short actually with these two colliding here, entered on this candle body close and just shorted down a nice little move here. That was very clean. But yeah, let's get back to Bitcoin because I want to look at the momentum indicator, the momentum side on the quantum insight here. So you can see the momentum is actually very smooth to the upside here, which again is expected here because we have seen a really, really nice smooth move here. But usually when this does happen, guys, when we do see that smooth momentum, we're essentially looking for that reversal here, okay, which is interesting because it's a bearish sign when this does happen, when you see it's such a smooth trend to the upside here, smooth momentum here. Whereas something along the lines of this, it's not very smooth, it's a bit choppy in between, and you don't see that initial reversal coming through very strong. But one thing that I would say that we're missing here is the AI entry signal, so we're not going to be entering there at all. We do have the cross, but we don't have money flow either. So there is the confluences there for a potential move to the downside here, but it hasn't really got that support in terms of the rest of the confluences that we would be looking for here if we were going to be entering any sort of short position here. So essentially, this does mean that it's quite likely. I mean, technically, it did actually play out. So you can see this is the move here. This is the move to the downside here. This would be the entry point here, and you can see from there we did actually see just a little move around. Don't know how many hundreds of bucks there. 200 bucks? Yeah, around 200 bucks to the downside there. So you could say it's already played out. I mean, it is the hourly time frame, so I probably would say it hasn't played out. But again, we don't have all the confluences there to actually be looking at that as an entry. So it's quite likely that it's not going to play out, and we probably will see more momentum to the upside as well. Now, in terms of the positivity of the stochastic coming down on the hourly, that is pretty much near enough. Oh, it's past that central point now, which is a good sign here for some more bullish momentum here for Bitcoin. And also, we do have the money flow on our side as well, guys. And you can see on the hourly, just in general here, the money flow since around the 30th of April has actually been relatively smooth here. And what I mean by that is it's quite. Let's get a line in the middle so you guys can see this a little bit better. Just going to bang it in there. This is meant to be at 0, okay? But you can see the money flow on the lower side here it was all these red circles, and that's obviously bearish money flowing out of Bitcoin, money flowing back into Bitcoin, money flowing out of Bitcoin. And what we're seeing right now is essentially it's coming up back to flow into Bitcoin, okay? So it is actually quite a strong sign here to have smooth money flow that's not very choppy. And when I mean choppy, I mean something along the lines of this, guys. So we've got choppiness here, we've got choppiness here, basically testing that central zone, not smooth money flow like we do have here, where it's very transitional from bullish to bearish, which is what we sort of play on here. And let's find an example of that quickly. See, this is very, very choppy stuff coming through here, guys. We need nice, smooth money flow. I mean, this wouldn't be too bad here. You can see that we've got smooth bullish money flow after seeing that peak. You're basically trading this area coming back into that bearish zone there, and there would have been basically a nice move to the downside there. When you have it smooth, you're playing on the other side when you're essentially entering it, right? And the smoother you have it, the bigger the moves will be. So sort of what we're looking for here right now, using this money flow smoothness to our advantage here, is essentially going to be bullish momentum coming up here, and it's probably going to consist of probably the next sort of 6-7 hours or so, I would say. So overall, it's looking pretty good there for a nice move. Obviously, we will have pullbacks. It's not going to be completely parabolic to the upside, but in terms of the breakout scenario, it's not looking too bad here. The stars are sort of aligning here for a move to the upside, okay? Now, if we do head down here, guys, that's absolutely fine as well. It's not a problem. We're still flirting around the area where the halving actually took place, which was $62,000 here on obviously the 19th of April there. We saw the halving take place at 62K. So usually when we see the halving, we either see a nice pullback in the chart or just simply sideways ranging, okay? And what do you know? We're at 63K. We're at 60K yesterday. We're just ranging in that area, which is completely fine, completely expected here from the halving coming through. We got Sunoda. Nice to see you on the stream there. Hope you're having a good day. And he says, welcome to India. Currently, which coin can we buy? From your side, either your portfolio. If I was going to recommend a coin right now, it probably would be Render. This little bad boy here. It's doing very, very well. It's an AI coin that's linked with NVIDIA and GPUs and all that good stuff. But yeah, just be aware. It's on quite a run at the moment, so be very cautious with your entry. I probably would be looking for a significant pullback here before sort of jumping in to it. Okay, but yeah, if I was going to recommend a coin in terms of bullish momentum, that would be it. Okay, but yeah, moving on to, I just want to cover Bitcoin, and then we will go into some altcoins, guys. That was Bitcoin here on the midterm time frame, but this is the wrong chart, so bear with me. Wait, I could probably just do this. Hold on. Control Z, and we're back, baby. Let's go. So yeah, this is the short term here for Bitcoin. Let's get into the midterm time frame and let's see what we're working with. You can see the VRVP point of control is actually up around 63.6 there. Okay, 63.6, which does show a significant area for resistance. So we need to be taking consideration from that. Taking consideration of that data as we are heading up. And what do you know, that does line up perfectly with our second take profit for this potential move here. We didn't get the candle body close that we were looking for in that range, unfortunately. So we're going to have to be waiting for that for 52 minutes. If we do see some bullish momentum coming up and candle close in this area, then it's going to be a really nice long position here for Bitcoin. But overall, right now, we didn't get the confirmation to get in. So basically, we're not going to get in. We're going to wait patiently for that entry here, which is good. So yeah, overall, Bitcoin not looking too bad here for a move to the upside. We are seeing, obviously, pretty strong trend lines like so here. And you can see strong resistance, testing support again continuously here. We saw pretty much a fake breakout scenario here for a potential move to the upside here. But again, didn't find it. Bit of a trap coming through. So anyone that did get long at around 63 after this insane bullish momentum from this low around 56 probably got stopped out, coming down at around 59.60 again. So yeah, just be careful for this next sort of move to the upside here. But yeah, overall there is a nice little scalp here on the short-term time frame, which we have just been through. And if you're just joining us, guys, make sure you hit the like button. It does help out the stream tremendously. And make sure you say hello in the chat as well, because I'm reading the chat. Automatic Fibonacci retracements. Let's have a little look at where these bad boys lie today. So basically this move is programmed from the all-time high for Bitcoin, which is of course $74,000, down to the swing low of this current micro downtrend, basically a macro pullback of the macro bullish market structure. Okay, so what we're looking for here is the low around 56. And in terms of the Fibonacci retracements from that low, you can see we have cleared the 0.236 with the utmost certainty. And we have cleared the 0.382. Tested it continuously, tested the 0.5. And we know the 0.5, guys, you can see this bad boy. When we clear this bad boy with a lot of momentum to the upside and we hold support on it, essentially that's the confirmation of the reversal of the trend. So right now, this Fibonacci retracement is calculated on, you guessed it, a micro downtrend, okay? So when we clear this 0.5 Fibonacci area level, guys, that essentially is the confirmation that we're looking for that level up, for that move to the upside, okay? One thing that is concerning us right now is the 0.382. In terms of resistance, we are finding it currently. Nothing too crazy to really be worried about here, but again, we need to be taking this with a pinch of salt, right? Because you can see when we do get candle body closes above it, we do technically, most of the time, see nice moves. Okay, a nice clean move to the upside to at least our first TP at around 63.6 there. So yeah, that's definitely something to really be looking out for there. In terms of our entry point, will this affect us at all? We're currently sat on around 63.1. So let's bring up our chart there and see where this would be for our entry. Yeah, 63.12 as well there, okay? So you can see if we do clear the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement here, we need to wait for that close above it, okay? So it's just around 63.18. If we can get that candle body close above it, that's another confirmation here for our entry point. So the entry point, again, is going to be moved up slightly to around 61.8. And again, guys, I'm doing this live with you. I haven't really looked at the charts that much today. Just been playing around with some altcoins. But for Bitcoin, this is the position that we're looking out for here, okay? So the real confirmation is the candle body close at the moment around 63.190. If we get that, then it's a nice clean move to the upside. We've seen this happen multiple times from this area. So yeah, that's gonna be first TP. The longevity position that we're looking for here is the 4% move from this falling parallel channel. This lovely cheeky bull flag, if you will, but nothing too crazy there. Do I think we're going to go for 4%? Nope. Don't think we're going to get there. We're going to get trapped out. We're going to be playing around this the halving range for quite a while here. But there's going to be a couple of TPs that we can be taking advantage of as we are heading up here. I say heading up, and we just lost. What did we lose? We lost 63k. How is Render doing? Just have a little look. Render. Did we get to the high of the move just yet? Nearly. Yeah, we nearly got there. We broke the high. Okay, that's bullish. We broke the high. That's good stuff. Good stuff on that asset. But let's move to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin, because I do want to break this down with you guys, and there's some very key aspects we need to be looking out for here for the macro here for the lovely Bitcoin. And sort of what we're looking out for here, guys, is going to be this ranging period. The ranging period I'm talking about is this low side here of around 56k, 58k, 59k, and up to this top side here. So it would consist of something along the lines of this. And this essentially is the range that I've been basically not predicting, but talking about since we basically hit all-time highs and had our first initial pullback here. Because the way that this was bought up, it was institutional levels buying this up, institutions buying this up, and words are not working today. Institutions buying this up, and we have seen that multiple times here. And this is basically something that we need to be looking out for here, because obviously all the ETFs being passed around the world is very, very bullish for Bitcoin here. And it basically says that Bitcoin can't fall below certain levels, okay? The levels that I'm referring to is probably around 53k. If we get to 53k, all the institutions that were buying up all of these areas, they're just going to be buying more. They're going to be buying more and sending the price, okay? The reason why we haven't cleared all-time highs just yet is because everyone's scared of the goddamn halving, okay? Even the institutions are scared of the halving, because the power of retail investors, especially around the halving, is very crazy. Now we have seen, of course, the this is the halving line, by the way. I've got that plotted in. So every halving, we have got that plotted in now on the chart, so you guys can see it. It probably helps if I go to the weekly chart, but yeah, that's the halving. So since the halving, we have seen pretty much just pretty much sideways action, which is absolutely fine, absolutely explained. What I would really be looking for, and what would make me a lot more bullish here for Bitcoin, is if we can actually break this high that we set after the halving, okay? And that is up at around 67,700. When we break that, it's very likely that we actually rally up to all-time highs from that area. So there's probably a nice long position for Bitcoin up to all-time highs. Do I think we're going to break all-time highs just off the bat? Probably not right away. The longer that we wait here, guys, the longer that we're in this sort of ranging period here, the bigger the move is going to be to the upside, and the rally will begin, okay? So that is the range that we're sort of looking out for, and as to why. Now let's talk quantum insight on the weekly, because this is a very interesting point of data to be watching out for, guys. Very important, I must stress that, okay? Good morning, Simon. Nice to see you on the stream there. Big up the CC gang coming through. And if you guys do want to join our community, you can do that. It's free on Telegram, completely free. You can join it, and we're like a nice tightly knitted family of crypto traders. And we've got some newbies in there. We've got some professional traders now. Everyone's developing together. It's really, really nice. And I got a message from YouTube that I posted in there, I think yesterday, saying it's been 1,000 days, just over 1,000 days since I joined their program. So that means the channel is like 3 years old or something, which is, I thought the channel was like 2 years old, but yeah, I think we lost a year, which is crazy. But yeah, so 3 years old. 3 years we've been doing this on this channel. So yeah. Big shout out to the CC gang for sticking by and the big support coming through. So yeah, I do appreciate it. And guys, if you do have altcoin updates, slap them in the chat. I do see you, Sonoda. I'm trying, man. I'm pretty bad at reading. but yeah, Sonoda, I do see you. We will get some coin updates. We're just going to cover the weekly here for Bitcoin, because this is very, very important, okay? So the weekly chart for Bitcoin, we're talking money flow, okay? Right now we're talking money flow, and we're talking this trend line, okay? The trend line for this right now is basically flirting with the idea of sitting on this level of support, okay? What I do want to stress here, guys, just a mosquito flying around my mouth, nice to see. Love to see it in Thailand, hey? Yeah, you can see this is the halving area, as we did discuss on the chart. Now, the real key point that we need to be taking into consideration is the previous halving. Yes, the previous halving. Let's go to that, because where was the stochastic and the money flow at the previous halving? You can see money flow was quite high. It was quite bullish. And the stochastic was quite high as well, quite bullish. Now, when did the initial run for Bitcoin and crypto start? Okay, this is where it gets very interesting in terms of data, okay? You can see we've got the momentum trend, the money flow trend line coming up like so. Very, very strong. Testing it here, and then we saw the initial start to the run, sort of end of October, that sort of period, okay? What's very important here is we've got the stochastic coming down on the weekly. We have that crossover, and we have that support coming through for the money flow. Okay, so those 2-3 confluences there started the whole run here for the last bull run. Okay, it started the whole run. Now, what is similar to where we are now in terms of momentum and money flow? Basically, from the halving, we're already heading down. The weekly stochastic is already heading really, really far down, and we're imminently going to have a crossover, a bullish crossover, okay? So it's a very good sign that the stochastic is heading down at this point in time, and the crossover is going to be happening. Again, with that happening as well, we've got the money flow trend line, and we're basically sat on it. We're basically sat on that level of support. So these two confluences from the previous run that started this whole thing, started the whole bull market last season, was essentially these two confluences. And what do you know, we're probably 1 week, 2 weeks away from the initial whole run beginning, which does seem a bit crazy. And I don't think it's going to be a massive, massive alt season. I think primarily we're going to see Bitcoin run up and probably some layer 1 blockchains with it and some sort of established coins as well. Only naturally the capital will trickle down. But what I'm saying is a lot of people are bearish because of the halving, but I'm actually extremely bullish for the next sort of 2-3 weeks or so. I do think we're going to have a massive, massive move and the run will begin. Okay, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks, but it's looking really, really good just using those statistics from the previous bull market there. And looking at essentially the pullback areas, the pullback average here that we have seen from previous bull markets. You can see here, guys, that we did see, yeah, just to show you guys on the chart again, that when we saw this happen, so it was around this area, right? It was around this area, around the end of October. You can see this is where we started the massive, massive run here for Bitcoin, 10K all the way up to like 69, okay? So 64, okay? So yeah, it's very, very interesting stuff. Yeah, the average pullback area here for this bull market was probably sat at around, you've got 31, 25, 20, 55 there, obviously all-time highs. So I probably would say around 30% was the average pullback that we did see throughout the run here in the previous bull market. Now let's look at our current bull market and let's look at the average, okay? 22%, 20%, 21%, 20%, sorry, 21% there. And from the all-time high to where we are now, 23%. So right now, which is interesting, guys, we are currently over the average in terms of the pullback. So the pullback's already happened. We've already hit the average. So that's another bullish sign here that Bitcoin is probably going to head up from this level. And we're probably not going to see a stronger pullback than, did we get to 56? I think we got to 56. Yeah, around 56 there as that sort of higher low market structure. Now, obviously not confirmed. We need to break the high. We need to break the all-time high for that market structure to be confirmed. But it is looking quite nice there. For a nice move to the upside here and the start of this massive, massive run. And again, guys, you can see we've got this chart pattern as well. We've got the support on the lower side here. We've got the resistance on the top side here. We have got the break point on the top side here, as you can see. Break point to the upside. And now we're basically on the retest, which is another bullish sign here. So yeah, overall, Bitcoin looking pretty juicy, if I may say so myself. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. Dimuth says, think I watched your very first stream, mate. Your bro sent us over. Yeah, to appreciate it, man. Yeah, 3 years ago. Crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Time really does fly. Really, really does fly. And, I think I probably look older when I first started streaming just because I had a big beefy beard. I don't know if you remember, but yeah. No beard anymore. Shaved. Might grow it back for the bull market, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was good fun having a beard. Subfloor Dweller says, made it. Apologies for my tardiness. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I do appreciate it on the stream. And if you guys are just stepping in, make sure you hit that like button. It does help out the channel tremendously. But yeah, let's talk some on-chain stuff. LR69K, and we go to the moon. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, so exchange reserve is actually creeping up, which is a bearish sign, guys. Unfortunately, the more Bitcoin that is on exchanges, the higher chance people can sell it, okay? So not great. It has been trending down since the last run. So yeah, looking pretty good there overall on the macro. Still micro looking slightly bearish, concerning. Funding rates. Look at funding rates. You're actually going to get paid to hold your short positions right now from the long positions. More people are in longs than shorts. which is interesting. It's looking pretty bullish. Minor reserve, interesting stuff. This is essentially, guys, the amount of coins held by affiliated miners' wallets. Okay, so if this starts dropping down, that can insinuate that we're going to see a bit of a sell-off here for Bitcoin. Basically means that the miners are selling. If the miners are selling, they know something. Just playing around, they probably don't, but yeah. Just some information to take into consideration. Let's look at liquidation levels. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm talking about. Like what I'm saying anyway, it just comes out. But yeah, let's talk liquidation levels. 63,600 there is 63,686 is a point to really be looking out for there. Nothing too crazy here, but yeah, nice target point. And what do you know, that target point is going to be in line with our second TP here, which is 36 and threes. 63,600 there is going to be our second TP for this position. Currently, saw a move down to 62,855 and seeing a nice little bounce for support coming through from there. I mean, overall, we do like to bounce in this area. Okay, you can see support, loads and loads of wicks here. So yeah, not too worried here about Bitcoin falling off a cliff. But hey ho, if it does, it's absolutely fine. We didn't get the confirmation to get into our position anyway. But yeah, let's talk some altcoins and let's get deep down and dirty and deceitful into the charts, and let's see if we can find some potential trades here. Just want to have another look at Render here. Did break the high, saw a pullback, and what's fascinating me about this, guys, and the reason why I'm looking at it a lot is because we are actually clearing some very important volume-weighted ATR band levels, okay? And the areas that I'm talking about here is you've got the 4-hour, you've got the 60-minute, and I think you do have the 4-hour, 60-minute, 12-hour, and 3-day, okay? So let me just zoom in a little bit more so we can actually see it. Is it going to be the same? Oh, yeah, so it's going to be the same because I've got the quantum... I've got the... yeah, I've got it programmed into the quantum insight there, so that's probably why. But yeah, so we are above the 60-minute, we're above the 4-hour. This is bullish signs, guys. So we're likely to see us essentially trend above these for a little while here. If we are looking for key resistance points here, you've got 11.39 on the cards there. If we go back to previous price action here, let me just, yeah, previous price action here for this asset, you can see massive levels of resistance from this area. Very, very, very strong. So if you are trading this asset, please be aware pullbacks are very, very necessary, especially after seeing such a strong move to the upside most recently from setting this low. Okay, so the trend is very, very strong here. We saw the initial pullback. I just probably would expect another little pullback coming through from here. Now the fact that we are breaking highs, we're confirming higher lows here, breaking highs, confirming higher lows. It's kind of destined to probably have a nice little leg up here. With the volume-weighted ATR bands and the bullish momentum that we are seeing. But from a market structure perspective now, I do want to see, that's actually a higher low as well, which is interesting because we broke that high. So yeah, that's confirmed as well. And this is technically a confirmed high low as well. So the market structure for this asset is actually looking really, really good here, just overall. I'm just going to get that plotted in actually. Yeah, so overall it's looking actually really, really quite clean for levels of support being plotted in here. So yeah, not too bad for Render. And the fact that this asset is climbing quite quickly and rapidly is slightly concerning. But again, pullback zones, market structure still looking quite strong. Let's have a little look at the chat and let's break it down here. Let's get some other altcoins together. And if you guys are wondering about my eyes, like I was in the sauna before the stream, so yeah, that's why my face is puffy and red. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's go to the top of the chat here. Undo coin. Ondo coin. Ondo. Let's have a little look here. Did I give you guys music today? Apologies if I didn't. Let's get that going. Put in a little bit of buy bit here. Let's have a little look. See what this coin is doing. Again, don't know anything about this coin fundamentally. Let's just break this down from a TA perspective. Doing pretty well. Nice chart. Love to see a potential breakout scenario coming through as well. This is actually Very nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to CMC. I'm going to put it in CMC and see if we can get a little bit of fundamental details about this bad boy. 77th in the race, in the CMC, in the CMC list, if you will. At $1.1 billion market cap, listed on major tier 1 exchanges. Very bullish sign there. Volume again, 135 million. That's really high considering the market cap. Really good, over 10% of the market cap, which is very, very strong there. Do we see? Ondo token holders are entrusted with shaping the future of Ondo DAO. Okay, so it continues to pursue its mission to democratize access to institutional grade finance. Okay, specific rights pertaining Flux Finance, which is currently governed by the Ondo DAO. Okay, not really that much information there. So yeah, I can't really be going off that, but overall, it looks bullish. From a charting perspective, it looks really good. So maybe they got some good stuff going on. Might be worth a look. Yeah, the chart looks good. $1.1 billion market cap. It says something about Flux as well. So if they're associated with Flux, what's Flux at? Flux is 200, which is a lot lower. Okay, $314 million market cap. Sneaky short on Pepe, says Subfloor Dweller. Love to see it. Love to see it. We will bring up the Pepe chart very shortly indeed. Yeah, overall, just this asset is looking really, really quite bullish here. I would be inclined to do just some trend lines here. Just very, very simple, very, very basic stuff here, just to get us a sort of an area for a potential breakout zone. If you're seeing candlebody closes above this area, then it's probably pretty destined for a nice move to the upside. Let's look at the Quantum Insights, see what that's saying. Not great, I hate to say it. You've got main anchor here, you've got sub anchor down here, you've got AI cross, AI arrow, you've got the AI cross. Stochastic's not quite there, so money flow actually heading down as well. So overall, this does look slightly bearish here on the daily for a little move to the downside here. How has that fared since you had that? You actually saw a move to the upside, okay? So that's, again, a bearish sign. So potentially what I would say, if you are going to have a move to the upside here, this is not a breakout scenario here that is likely to happen, considering the momentum here is actually on the decline here in terms of buying power. So just be aware of that. And yeah, it's not looking too hot here for the macro actually, which is interesting because the chart is looking super bullish. Maybe it might be a scenario where it's does something like this, and then we sort of trade out of this chart pattern here. But yeah, that's what I would say about that. Just be cautious, likely to find resistance here. If you don't, there is a nice move up. Just be aware that the Quantum Insight here, very reliable indicators or indicator. It's essentially saying downside right now, and the money flow is on the side as well. So just be aware for that, guys. Have you heard about Gary Trading Bot? I mean, is that Gary Network, that coin that the chart is just horrific? Apologies, but the chart is just terrible. It's just every single pump just gets sold into. It looks really scammy. But yes, no, I haven't heard about the Gary Trading Bot. Let me jump to the next coin that we have on the list, and that is AVAX from Simon, I think. Yeah, AVAX. Let's jump into AVAX. A little bit of AVAX here. Let's go. Let's go. Do I not have loads of TA on the chart for that? Ah, not on the Quantum Insight. Okay, let me jump to my other chart and bring that up. I need to really put the Quantum Insight indicator onto this chart here. Hidden bearish divergence here on AVAX on the daily, which does essentially mean continuation to the downside here. That's the first point I would be looking out for. Bouncing on the 60-minute and the 12-hour volume weighted ATR band is not bad. But the fact that you've bounced on it 1, 2, 3 times now on the 60-minute, then it's not great. The more you bounce on it, the more chance that it's going to break. But you can see the momentum from these bounces there. They're quite strong here. So potentially you do see AVAX rally up here for the short term. And that would basically bring you up to clean resistance points. Clean resistance point at the volume weighted average true range here on the 60-minute at a price around 39.26. In terms of general charting, general chart patterns right now, what I would be saying here for this asset, the trend lines that would be screaming out to me would probably be something along the lines of this. I mean, there is definitely be a range. Let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that as well, and let's do a bit of this. Let's do a bit of parallel channel range. Look at that. That's a lot more beautiful. Okay, so it's a parallel channel at the bottom of this downtrend, not a bear flag. It's just a parallel channel. So this essentially means that it could go either way. It's a symmetrical parallel channel. It's a parallel channel that is not rising or declining. So it can go either way. It can break either way here. And the measure moves to and for these positions can be measured as so. Basically taking that previous move and dragging that to the top side, the breakout scenario here, and vice versa. We're going to be doing it here, like so. If you break out either way, it's going to be a nice clean position to be executing there. But playing around in this range here is absolutely fine. The more that you test it, as you can see, we've tested this side quite a few times. And again, the top side, a couple of times there, 3 times. The more that you test these sides, the higher chance of a breakout scenario happening. So just be aware for that. I would say, though, the 60-minute is holding you back quite aggressively here on the daily. What you do want to happen here, if you are looking for that breakout to the upside here, what you actually want, you want parabolic motion, okay? You want parabolic motion here over the course of, say, 2 or 3 days. As you can see, let's use this move as an example here. You can see we've got 5 bullish days in a row until we have the doji star. So you've got 4 bullish days in a row, which are quite significant, okay? That is the macro time frame, guys. So let's do a price range on that. That asset is moving 15%. Like that's very, very bullish, okay? So what we're sort of looking for here, it's not going to be 15% to the upside. It's just the same sort of candlestick chart patterns in that bullish momentum. What that will do, it will put the volume weighted ATR band on the hourly in the progressive stance to the upside, okay? And what I mean by that, guys, it's tilting up. When it's tilting up, we can actually trend alongside it to the upside, okay? So if you are looking for that breakout scenario here for this parallel channel, lovely stuff, then that's what you want to happen. If you don't see that happen, and we do see the volume weighted ATR in a digressionary stance, then it's just going to be a clean short resistance position back down into this range, okay? Very, very clean, very, very simple. Probably back down to the central point, worth around 7.5% potentially there. Obviously, stagger your TPs halfway. What I do with my sideways ranging strategy is a lot of the CC gang know this. It's with the sideways money indicator, and we actually look for. Let's bring it up. I've got it all here. Let's bring it up. And I'll show you. I will show you the way. Let's bring it up here. Moving averages, get rid of them. Let's get rid of. No, we need those, but we need the price action channel. Oh no, we don't. We just need these. Yes. So what we're looking for here is essentially. Let's get rid of my TA. Essentially, you can see this is the sideways range. The confluences that we're looking out for here, guys, are essentially sideways momentum, like sideways. It's a sideways money indicator, so it needs to be ranging, and also white candles. Okay, we need white candles because that basically confirms the ranging sort of side of things in the consolidation of moving averages here on the back end of the indicator. And then what we're looking for is the central zone getting touched, which you can see we've touched that central zone really, really nicely there. And then we're looking for basically a wick outside the zone and a candle body close inside the zone, shorting us back down to this central point. Okay, so if we just go back in history quickly, I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to find on the daily. I mean, no, you can see it here. So we do have obviously sideways action. We've got central points getting touched. We've got white candles. We've got a wick outside the zone. We've got a candle body close. Basically short back down to the central zone, 2.42%. Really, really nice and clean there. Sideways zone, you can see wick outside the zone. This would have been a long position to the upside, and very likely that would have been a stop loss, which is absolutely fine. It's fine. The strategy's not going to win every time. It works 10 times better on the hourly time frame. But overall, when you're ranging like this for a significant period of time, it's quite clean. Okay, it's quite clean. You can see shorting it back down to that central zone. Again, wick outside the zone, shorting back down to that central zone. Really, really nice there. I mean, look outside my trend line, not the official indicator. But yeah, that's sort of the strategy for the sideways money there for AVAX. So yeah, pretty easy trade there. If you do see this, a nice test of the volume weighted ATR band on the 60-minute, wicking down to that central zone is sorry, wicking up and then wicking down to that, moving down to that central zone is very likely. Okay, so yeah, moving on from AVAX, let's break down ETH. Ethereum, let's do it. What chart should we use? Yeah, I'll just use what I've already got. Bybit. Everything seems to be ranging. It's all ranging. Again, this is the uncertainty for the markets right now. I'm just gonna get rid of this TA, man. Like, start fresh. Start fresh. See what we're working with here. Falling wedge. Falling wedges tend to usually break to the upside. I'd like some automatic Fibonacci retracements in there as well. That would be nice. Let's get rid of the volume weighted ATR bands for a minute. Yeah, we're holding that support on Fibonacci inside of that falling wedge chart pattern. The clean move would be a break to the upside here for Ethereum, worth around 6.1% here on the macro. Market structure. Overall is looking pretty strong there. No significant. This is the unconfirmed high low currently. Down at around 2795. If we break the high here for Ethereum around $4,000, therefore 4.1, then this will be the confirmed higher low. But right now, market can actually swing all the way down 27% down to 2,179, and we'll still be in a bullish market structure. FYI, just be aware of that if you are trading Ethereum here. Yeah, that would be the move to the upside. Very simple, very clean. Volume weighted ATR bands. Yet again, the hourly is playing us here. Playing us like a goddamn harp. You can see resistance, resistance. It's going to be resistance at the top side of this falling wedge as well. So yeah, there's potential moves here, but it does look like the volume weighted average true range will hold us back again here. Interesting stuff. But slightly good news is the fact that we didn't break the low here back on the 1st of May, and from there it has been a very nice bullish momentum here for Ethereum. So it's good that we haven't seen the low since mid-April for Ethereum. So yeah, that's a bullish sign. Nothing too crazy, but it probably shows that momentum to the downside is slowing down, which is it's a good sign. Thank you. Good stuff. Let's move on to Pepe for a sub-floor dweller. Actually bringing up Pepe yesterday. It's a very messy chart. Just bear with me. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Now, Pepe. Here Optimist has made an appearance. When BTC 100k BTC. 3 weeks. 3 weeks is the prediction. That's it's not 3 weeks. Sell your house, sell your dog. You know this. You know the score. It's not 3 weeks. I'm only playing. I do think 100k BTC. We got a little while, man. We got a little while. I mean, we might see a rally, a really nice rally. We've got to break the all-time high, and likely we'll probably break the all-time high and just play around in this area for a little while. God damn, big yawn. And then yeah, probably see 100k after that. So it really all depends right now of whether we're going to hold this level for Bitcoin. I do think we will. I think we will hold this level, but more downside for ETH, sadly. Potentially yes. Maybe upside first and then downside. But yeah, BTC. Very strong on the macro here for the start of this run. If this is going to play out the scenario that we talked about at the start of the stream, then I mean, we now are in May. Couple of weeks. That'll put us in June. The rally starts in June. On average, from the previous rally, we went up. This is the weekly. Basically 10% a week. 10% a week since the rally started. End of October. From that point, which was the 5th of October, from that touch point as well, from where the stochastic crossed. So if we start the rally in 2 weeks' time, when we see these main factors coming through for BTC, at a 10% increase every week for Bitcoin, following that run up. So 2 weeks' time, so 1, 2, 10% increase. 1 week. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. In week number 5, we will be at $96,000 for Bitcoin. And it'll be week number 6. So, week number 6, the prediction, if it sticks to what we were going through there, is going to be $104,000 for BTC. So in answer to your question, 100K, 6 weeks, baby. 6 weeks. Be such a strong prediction if that's right. Big flex. But yeah. If it happens, it happens. That would be amazing. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. I think there probably will be significant pullbacks, as there usually is when we hit all-time highs. So yeah, I'm not banking on it. But it would be cool. Would be cool. Looks like Trump is pro-crypto, so we hope he will win. Yeah, he wasn't at the start. Like, he wasn't in his previous... Oh, God. I went to the gym like this morning instead of this evening, so pretty tired. Oh, I'm trying to change up my whole routine as well, which is interesting. I've got a lot of work on at the moment, so I'm like trying to take like a midday nap or something like that and work longer. So it's going to be a interesting scenario. But yeah, and then I'm going to be training Muay Thai in the morning. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a messy couple of weeks getting the brain trained and the sleeping pattern cemented. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And ideally, I'll be back to streaming midday in Thailand. So I guess 6 a.m. for you guys in the UK, which is a bit of a ball ache, I presume. But yeah, I think that's the plan. Right, let's look at... It was Pepe we were looking at, right? Did we look at Pepe? I think we looked at Pepe, but we didn't do any TA on Pepe. Yeah, so Pepe is running up, baby. It's looking pretty good. I would say a very strong area to be looking out for there is the volume-weighted ATR bands. 60-minute on the 4-hour and the 12-hour. This area here is pretty much the death zone for this asset. It's not too bad, but what I would say in terms of a structural perspective here, obviously you've got rising wedges, tend to usually break to the downside. If this does break to the upside, then you will be breaking this key, very strong level of resistance as well. Now, that resistance, if you do break it, it's going to send you into this sort of area here, which is going to be pretty goddamn brutal, because you can see the resistance from these points are very, very strong. So yeah, potential moves there easily from the volume-weighted ATR bands. But you said, Subfloor Dweller, that there's a position, sneaky short on Pepe. Let's have a little look on the micro time frame. Let's see where this position would be. 0.5 is 872. Okay, 872. Let's get that plotted in there. 872. Oh yeah, someone's in profit. Let's go. Good stuff. Love to see it. Now, in order where your TP is, it's going to be an interesting one. This is a very strong level of resistance, which is it's nice that the short, I mean, going a little bit above it, but it's still nice little short. I would say first TP is probably here. Quite nice. You can see massive bounces from this area previously, which is very, very strong. You can see massive bounces here. And this area just genuinely plays quite a nice range here for Pepe. So I wouldn't want to be trapped out here and not bank any profit before the reversal to potentially your entry point. So that would be my first TP if I was in this short position. Second TP, potentially looking something along the lines of this. You can see massive level of support, massive level of support again. And if we just say this is going to be like a 4-to-1, depending on the stop loss, I'd say, just to be safe, I'd say stop loss below this high. Nice wide position here. Nice. I mean, we could even drag it up to the volume weighted ATR bands. Depends on your leverage as well, guys. If you're like 100x, like, you won't be 100x short on Pepe. But if you even like 20, 30x, it's still quite brutal for the meme coin swings. So just to be real safe, I'd probably say the exit point for this position would be, for me anyway, probably inside this upward sloping parallel channel, and that would be the lowest point. I probably would just get out here. Yeah, I probably would just get out here because all the support and all the choppiness that comes with it in these lower areas there. And you are in a trend, micro uptrend to the upside here, so yeah, probably going to see something along the lines of that. You are breaking highs continuously, market structures being formed. Again, not bad position. Not terrible. Not bad at all. As you said, sneaky short. Damn, oops, I'm short. It's a fine position, man. It's cool. You're in profit, right? You're chilling. Profit's profit. Did the finger even without realizing. Here Optimist, not here Optimist. Mr. Miles would be very proud. He tells me to do that with tea when I drink it. But yeah, let's chop up another coin. I'm just going to run through the quantum insight on altcoins and see if we've got anything sort of tickling our fancy here from a nice setup perspective. That. Oh, it's the daily. Yeah, no, it's not never going to happen, but it could take a very long time for it to happen. I'm going to be jumping to the 5-minute here for this. Momentum to the downside is very weak here for AVAX. Interesting. Okay, let's have a little look. That would be a nice trade. That's what it is. Bit of AVE. Yeah, let's break down this position here. So, the quantum insight, guys, this is very interesting, and I will be providing like a nice VSL for you guys to break down this. But what we're sort of looking for here is main anchor, sub anchor, money flow, stochastic, AI arrow, and crossfire entry. So there is 6 confluences that we're looking for. We can get in if there is 5, which is absolutely fine. And as you can see here, we do have really nice main anchor below the momentum point, which is this lovely blue line here. Sub anchor, AI, and our cross underneath that. Don't have money flow, is what it is. Can't win them all. But stochastic as well is also really nice and low. So this would be essentially a long position. What do you know? Really nice move to the upside here for AVE. And probably worth around 1%. Too shabby at all. So yeah, that's sort of what we're looking for here for this sort of setup scenario here when we are scalping, because it's see, really clean. And 8514 as the Pepe target. Let's get that plotted. 8514. 8514. Yeah, 8514. Oh yeah. Did you get it? No, nearly. Yeah, nice. I can see you hitting that for sure. Yeah, I can see you hitting that. Even though the support here is strong, I don't know if you've already taken profit. As I said, this would be my first TP. And then once you bank your first TP, stop loss to entry, you're chilling, man. You're in a nice risk-free trade that could easily come in. Like it's a win-win. It's a win-win scenario there. But let's jump back to AVE and let's just jump through the quantum insight because I want to find some potential scalps for us to be executing here. Anything sort of tickling. We've got this. You've got to be below this momentum level. I could say that, but it comes out like really stuttered, like momentum. Just me. Yeah, so this is interesting because we are breaking sort of momentum structure here for the Quantum Insight, which is interesting. And we're still getting those AI arrows, which is bullish here for Atom. Money flow is looking pretty terrible, so I'm not going to be messing with that one right now. But it could be good in the future for like a main anchor, right? If we see that continuation to the downside. Okay. BNB, interesting stuff going on. We've got a massive main anchor here. We've got, technically, yes, sub anchor here. And we do have a sub anchor here. So the fact that we've had this is kind of invalidates this. So yeah, we're going to be leaving that. BTC on the 5-minute could be looking bullish. Love to see it. That's actually quite nice, but we don't have the AI or the cross. So it's a no-go. Yeah, the Pepe position is pretty good. Oh, and just quickly, guys, we do have a new sponsor for the stream. Whoop, whoop. BYDFi Exchange. If you guys want to go check them out. I'm currently working on like a sign-up deal for you guys to get your extra bonuses and stuff. I think if you can sign up, you can get literally a free $50 trading voucher just literally for signing up. So yeah, if you want to go check that out, you can do that. I think there's no deposit required as well. So yeah, pretty good stuff. But I'm trying to work out a nice deal for you guys just so you can sign up, get your trading bonuses, and use your trading bonuses to essentially make more money. It's a win-win. Good stuff. Now, this is what we call money. This is a good money shot that actually hasn't played out yet, which is interesting. Okay, so we do have main anchor, we do have sub anchor, we have that 0 area that has been retraced from, and this essentially means the momentum is slowing from this point. BYD makes cars and batteries. ApeCoin if you have time, Chester. Yeah, I can sort out ApeCoin. Have a little look. So yeah, this would actually be this right here is a bullish trade. It's a bullish position, and we are seeing, unfortunately, a bit of downside for that. But this is what we need to sort of do here for this strategy. We need to sort of pick apart and find successful scenarios here. And this would have been, I mean, we like to go for 1% when we're scalping here for the Quantum Insight strategy. So it wouldn't, a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio wouldn't have stopped us out because it's all the way down here. But if we just get a position in for that, this would actually be a live position. So that would be the entry point. 1% would be at this level here. Yeah, so this would be the actual position. Nothing really crazy happening right now, but overall it's actually looking quite, I mean, the chart itself is looking great. It's looking bullish, right? And micro market structure is looking good. Obviously, we do have a high here. Didn't quite break the high, but testing that high here is a very good sign with not breaking any lows here, okay? So we're still seeing not confirmed higher lows, but still significant areas of support that are currently holding, which is a bullish sign when we are setting this market structure to the upside. So it's a bullish sign overall for this potential trade here, and it is a bullish trade, guys. It is sort of a 1% move to the upside that is on the cards, and the fact that we're getting AI arrows, crosses continuously here, another confirmation to get in after that as well, which would be here. It's we're on the 5-minute time frame, so we can actually probably watch this while I'm streaming, watch it play out, which is going to be quite cool. So yeah, let's bank that one for a second, CRV, and let's jump to, what was the request? It was Ape, right? ApeCoin. And the downside prevails. It's having a micro pullback here for the last 25 minutes or so, and yeah, it's actually quite interesting because we haven't actually cleared this area for the momentum levels, okay? So essentially, if we do see a reversal now, it's actually going to be bullish, guys, because we haven't set that we're actually... The momentum to the downside is slowing down, essentially, is what I'm trying to say here. But again, we need these lovely AI triangles and crossovers, and then we're good to go. It's old hard cash. Love to see it, love to see it. I think I might call it a day, guys. It's like an hour and 7 minutes. My throat is like, stop talking. I don't know, volume weighted ATR bands. Because we're on a smaller time frame like that. Yeah, so overall ApeCoin, just a more of a... I mean, there's a little bit of a breakout scenario coming through here, potentially. Little bit of a breakout. Yes, just a little bit. If it's a bit choppy like that, it's probably better to do a box. Something along that. But again, it is a descending triangle. Descending triangles tend to usually break to the downside, unfortunately. But the move to the upside would, if you are seeing that play out, which you are now, would be looking something along the lines of this. Okay, so it basically insinuates that got a bit more bullish momentum to the upside, worth around 5.69%. But again, we need to be cautious of these very strong resistance areas. Micro uptrend, pullbacks. This is higher low being respected here. Nice to see it. Love to see it. Let's look Fibonacci. Quickly, you're above. Yeah, you're above the 0.236. You tested the 0.5. So no confirmation of the reversal of the trend. So looking good overall. So probably I would expect highs to be hit of this micro trend for ApeCoin. Maybe not completion of the measure move, but overall it's still looking pretty good. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And I see Subfloor Dweller coming through saying, thank you, Chester. Have a sensational weekend, CC gang. Yeah, have a sensational weekend to the CC gang. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't liked the stream, make sure you hit a like on it. It does help us out tremendously in growing the channel. And I will be back. When will I be back? Monday. Probably Monday. I am probably at my desk all weekend, so I might do a little video for you guys if Bitcoin's having a little move. But if not, then I will see you Monday morning or Monday evening or whatever time you watch the stream Monday. But yeah, do appreciate you guys stopping by and have a great weekend. But that's going to be it from me. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Should I start doing outros? Cold hard cash, baby. Let's go.